two assailants raid a secret warehouse serving the interests of criminal kingpins, effortlessly eliminate the security, and make off with its entire contents. Zhao Pingan, the shadowy businessman responsible for the warehouse's security, is forced to quickly track down the perpetrators. To aid him, his bosses assign two experienced mercenaries from the West. However, the police are also watching closely, waiting for the right moment to take down the entire gang in one fell swoop. While not reflected in its title, Bleed for Justice is not a standalone film, but the concluding chapter of a trilogy. The first two installments were released under the titles Female Special Police Office and SWAT Angels in Mission. As is often the case with Chinese online cinema, these movies expanded into a full-fledged series not because the first film was a breakout hit. Rather, its producers, right from the development stage, decided for some reason that they had a potentially successful franchise on their hands, and that it would be more economically viable to produce all three films at once. All three parts of this trilogy were shot back-to-back, and they all suffer from a similar core issue. The actual police force plays here a strictly supporting role. In essence, these are crime dramas about gangland turf wars. They begin and unfold as detective thrillers, focusing on the attempts of shady figures to neutralize competitors and double-cross partners, only to end with the police showing up like forest rangers to arrest everyone, akin to a punchline in a joke. In Bleed for Justice, the police tried desperately and rather unsuccessfully to insert themselves into the on-screen action. Their actions have little bearing on the plot, which is primarily built around the conflict between Zhao Pingan, his boss, and two pairs of elite mercenaries trying to take each other out. Incidentally, the Western mercenary is played by the curvaceous Georgian model Nana Toranjadze, and her partner is portrayed by Russian dancer and athlete Artemy Perovishko, which is about the only interesting thing one can say about their roles. Their presence seems motivated more by the producer's desire to add some flashy international flair than by their acting talents. The entire trilogy was filmed in the early 2020s, but the decision was made to release the films with significant gaps between them. Thus, Bleed for Justice only reached audiences in early 2025. Unsurprisingly, the film didn't set any box office records and performed predictably poorly, even worse than its predecessors, which were hardly hits themselves. There's little point in analyzing why this happened. It's simply a low-budget, highly derivative action movie. While it's not a complete failure within its niche, it gets instantly lost in the oversaturated, overheated market. So much so that you'd be hard-pressed to remember anything about it the very next day after watching.